If you receive Social Security, disability, or SSI payments by paper check, you need to take action right now, or your September payment could be your last. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly what's changing on September 30th, 2025, how it affects over 500,000 Americans, and the 3 simple steps you can take today to ensure your benefits keep coming without interruption. Plus, I'll reveal a little-known exemption that could help you avoid this change entirely if you qualify. Welcome to Financial Area, where we break down the most important financial news that directly impacts your wallet. If this information helps you today, hit that like button and subscribe for more money-saving tips and critical updates you won't hear anywhere else. The Social Security Administration just made an announcement that will fundamentally change how hundreds of thousands of Americans receive their monthly benefits. Starting September 30th, 2025, the SSA will completely stop issuing paper checks for all Social Security benefits, including regular Social Security payments, disability benefits, and supplemental security income. This isn't just a suggestion or a gradual phase-out. This is a hard deadline. After September 30th, 2025, if you're currently receiving paper checks, those checks will simply stop coming. No more waiting by your mailbox. No more trips to the bank to deposit your monthly payment. The paper check system that many have relied on for decades will officially end. This decision stems from Executive Order 14247, which mandates the digitization of federal payments across all government agencies. The government's reasoning is straightforward. Electronic payments are more efficient, cost less to process, and provide better security than paper checks. They argue that digital payments eliminate the risk of lost or stolen checks, reduce processing delays, and save the taxpayers millions of dollars annually in administrative costs. But here's what really matters to you. While the government says fewer than 1% of beneficiaries still receive paper checks, that small percentage represents more than 500,000 real people. These aren't just statistics. These are your neighbors, family members, and community members who have depended on paper checks for years or even decades. The demographics most affected by this change are telling. We're talking primarily about older adults who may not be comfortable with digital banking, people living in rural areas where internet access is limited or unreliable, and individuals who have never needed to set up electronic banking because their paper checks worked perfectly fine for them. Many of these people chose paper checks for good reasons. Some don't trust electronic systems. Others don't have reliable internet access. Some simply prefer the tangible security of receiving a physical check they can hold, deposit, and track through their bank statements. For these individuals, this change represents more than just a procedural shift. It's a forced adoption of technology they may not want or understand. So what are your options? The government is offering 2 main alternatives, and understanding both is crucial for making the right choice for your situation. Your first option is traditional direct deposit. This means your Social Security benefits will be electronically transferred directly into your existing bank account on the same schedule you're used to receiving your paper checks. To set this up, you'll need to contact your bank and provide them with your Social Security information. Or you can handle this online through your My Social Security account. If you choose the direct deposit route, you'll need your bank's routing number and your account number. Your bank can provide these numbers, and they're also printed on your checks or available through online banking. Once you've set up direct deposit, your benefits will appear in your account automatically each month, typically on the same day you would have received your paper check. The process is relatively straightforward if you already have a bank account. You can either call the Social Security Administration directly, visit your local Social Security office, or handle the setup online through the My Social Security portal. The online method is fastest, but if you're not comfortable with computers, calling or visiting in person are perfectly valid options. But what if you don't have a bank account? This is where the government's second option comes in, the Direct Express Card program. This is essentially a government-issued debit card that functions like any other debit card you might use. Here's how it works. Instead of receiving a paper check or having money deposited into a bank account, your benefits are loaded onto this prepaid debit card each month. You can use this card to make purchases anywhere debit cards are accepted, withdraw cash from ATMs, or even get cash back at grocery stores and other retailers. The Direct Express card doesn't require you to have a traditional bank account, which makes it particularly useful for people who have been unbanked or underbanked. There are no monthly fees for basic card usage, and you can check your balance online, by phone, or at ATMs. However, There are some limitations to consider. While basic usage is free, certain services like ATM withdrawals may have fees, depending on which ATM you use. You'll also need to be comfortable using a debit card for transactions, which may be a learning curve if you're used to cash-based transactions. When comparing these options, direct deposit generally offers more flexibility if you already have a banking relationship. You can easily transfer money between accounts, write checks, and access all the services your bank provides. The Direct Express card is more limited, but requires no existing banking relationship and can be a good stepping stone for people who want to gradually become more comfortable with electronic payments. Both options are significantly more secure than paper checks. Electronic payments can't be lost in the mail, stolen from mailboxes, or forged. They also arrive on time, regardless of weather, postal delays, or other issues that can affect paper mail delivery. Now, here's something the government doesn't widely advertise, but that could be crucial for some of you. There is an exemption process for people who face undue hardship in making this transition. The Social Security Administration recognizes that some individuals may have legitimate reasons why electronic payments would create significant difficulties. This could include people with certain disabilities that make it difficult to manage electronic accounts. Individuals living in areas with extremely limited internet or banking access, or those with other circumstances that make the digital transition particularly challenging. To qualify for an undue hardship exemption, you'll need to demonstrate that receiving electronic payments would create significant problems for you that can't be reasonably resolved. This isn't meant to be an easy out for people who simply prefer paper checks, but rather a safety net for those who truly cannot manage the transition. The exemption process requires documentation of your specific hardship and may involve working with Social Security representatives to explore all possible alternatives before an exemption is granted. If you believe you might qualify, you should contact the Social Security Administration as soon as possible to begin this process, as it can take time to review and approve exemption requests. Several advocacy groups have raised concerns about this transition, particularly regarding the short notice given to beneficiaries and the potential impact on vulnerable populations. These organizations are working to ensure that people who need help with the transition receive adequate support and that the exemption process is fair and accessible. If you're struggling with this transition, remember that help is available. The Social Security Administration has customer service representatives who can walk you through the process. Many banks also offer assistance for setting up direct deposit. Community organizations, senior centers, and local libraries often provide help with online account setup and digital literacy training. As we approach this deadline, it's crucial that we look out for each other. If you have elderly neighbors, relatives, or friends who receive Social Security benefits, check in with them. Many people who receive paper checks may not have heard about this change, or they may have heard about it but don't understand what they need to do. This is especially important in rural communities where internet access may be limited and where people may be more likely to still receive paper checks. A simple conversation could help someone avoid missing a payment or struggling unnecessarily with the transition. Community support networks are going to be essential during this transition period. Consider reaching out to local senior centers, community organizations, or religious groups to see if they're providing assistance with this change. Many communities are organizing workshops or assistance programs to help people navigate the switch to electronic payments. Remember, missing this deadline doesn't just mean a delayed payment. It could mean no payment at all until the issue is resolved. For people living on fixed incomes, this could create serious financial hardship. That's why taking action now, whether for yourself or to help others, is so important. The bottom line is this. If you or someone you know currently receives Social Security benefits by paper check, action needs to be taken before September 30th, 2025. Whether that's setting up direct deposit, getting a Direct Express card, or applying for a hardship exemption, the time to act is now. Don't wait until the last minute. Government systems can be slow, and you don't want to risk any interruption in your benefits. Take the steps necessary to ensure your payments continue seamlessly and help others in your community do the same. If this information was helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Financial Area for more important updates that affect your financial well-being. And remember, when it comes to changes in government benefits, staying informed and taking early action is always your best strategy.